It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he will have a Cowboys first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Now Dowdle. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
This one downfield, complete to Cooks. 19 more on that one, and another first down. They'll run with Dowdle. He'll push forward for about a yard. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Here's Dak to throw. The open man is Tolbert. He is in. Jalen Tolbert. Touchdown, Dallas. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team, every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
Here's a 2nd and 6. And here's the first carry for the power back, Dameon Pierce. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle. Third and 5. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Texans first down.
Here's Stroud. First down throw there is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. Trying the right side, taken in by Collins.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. It's a gain of 19 in the air. It's good for a Texans first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. We are through 1. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Stroud to throw. Diggs on the reception. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding a hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him time and time again. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Backs to his tight end, Schultz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On 3rd down, here's Davis. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. In motion now, it's Collins. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. (7-3) is the score. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. That'll be caught by the running back, Davis.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's Stroud. Now, screen going to be set up for Davis.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, here's Turpin. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to be brought down. come up here, 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. He's got a man, it's CeeDee Lamb. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll throw again, Dak. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Again, Prescott to the air. The open man is Tolbert.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Prescott again. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
With the score, Cowboys 10, Texans 6.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our halftime report. The Cowboys retreated to a fine first half from number 4, quarterback Dak Prescott. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it, and for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense and their running back set to go once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I just love the creativity and what it allows when you have the skill set of a running back like this, that he can line up all over the field. In this last play, Mike, you see him line up in the slot, but he's really capable of running routes from all the different receiver positions, and for a running back to be able to do that, that is a huge weapon.
On play action, Stroud. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Second down and 8. Stroud gives it to Pierce. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. DeMarcus Lawrence there on the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So, on 4th down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Back deep to receive the explosive Kevontae Turpin. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Cowboys offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Prescott now. And this one is intercepted. Derek Stingley comes up with it. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick 6 changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. A return coming from the 14. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Lots of space. Past the 45. And he's going to be taken down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Here's a toss, right side. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Prescott. Got a man. That's Tolbert. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
Second down, Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
A 59-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
Texans offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Not a whole lot there as he'll get to midfield, and that's all. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go play action with Stroud. He runs with it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of action. The Texans set to punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Gets to the edge at the 30. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
First down, Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the Texans' 5-yard line.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Texans offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
When you call a bubble screen, you're really putting a lot of faith that your skill players, your wide receivers and backs, are going to be able to hold up there in space as blockers. And when you don't, sometimes you end up going backwards.
That's to the sideline, pulled in by Diggs. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. 13 yards on the catch there. 1st down for Houston.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
On the ground, this is Davis. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. They come up for 2nd and 2. Now they give to Pierce, headed into the right. Oh, a loose football. The Cowboys have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Crowd noise rises. Big play here. 3rd and 1. They'll drop to throw, and that is incomplete.
That's a tough incompletion right there. Feels like that down was their only chance to extend this possession enough to end this game in regulation. I think the smart move here now is you have to punt this ball away. You cannot risk a 4th down failure and give your opponent a short field to get a chance to win it themselves.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Here comes 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down.
You can hear some boo birds coming out with some angry fans here right behind us, Mike, and rightfully so. They went from 2nd and long, which is obviously not ideal, to now 3rd and nearly impossible. I mean, it's looked about as bad as you can imagine.
Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. They'll run here. That is not gonna work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the 1st down. 4th down coming up. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. Important punt here in this tie game late. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the 4th. Here's 2nd and 2. Stroud. He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down. after a gain of 7.
First down, Texans.
Davis. He's got space inside the 25. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Texans will go up by 7.
Cowboys 13.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Here's 1st down. Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, as this one will come to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.